Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a glowy goddess body care, self-care favorites video, something along those lines. I did one of these a couple of months ago and told y'all that when it comes to my beauty budget and where I like to spend my money, it's particularly like kind of that top dollar money, think Sephora, Nordstrom, it's my body care and my hair care, my skin care that's been getting my money way more than makeup. And body care in particular has been one of my favorite things to spend money on, favorite things to try out. It definitely feels like truly an act of self-care. So in this video, we will have a mix of high-end drugstore, a little bit of everything in here, some Amazon favorites, lots and lots of stuff. Something in here for everyone. You do not have to spend a lot of money on self-care, but I do, and you guys are about to reap the benefits of it when I share with you some good stuff. All that being said, today's video is sponsored by Kenzie. For those of you guys who do not know, Kenzie is a handheld IPL device. IPL stands for Intense Pulse Light. And they actually sponsored my last self-care video, so I was so happy to pair up again, especially because some of the things in this video are updates, and we are going to talk about updates on the Kenzie and how it worked out for me on my legs, which is where I used it. It's the only place I've used it so far. Really quickly, before we get into the rest of the self-care, body care, glowy goddess favorites, let's quickly pop over to the kind of demo and explanation of the Kenzie. Meet Kenzie. As I said at the top of the video, Kenzie is an at-home IPL device. IPL stands for Intense Pulse Light, and it is a hair removal device. The Kenzie actually delivers long-term results, which is something that is going to always be the reason I recommend devices to you guys. If you've been watching me for a while, you know that I love a device, because once you get your device, it's just something that either you will have forever, or B, will deliver long-term results. It's why whenever there's a VIB sale recommendations video, I'm talking about devices. I love devices, and of course, the Kenzie is no exception. So you will start to see some results using your Kenzie within the first 2 to 3 weeks or so, but you're gonna see the full extent of your results at around week 12. So this guy is interesting because, and I didn't even know this was a thing that you could quantify in terms of like how long this will last you. Apparently there are 10 years worth of flashes in here. Isn't that like the most interesting data? So I've had this for about 3 or 4 months now, you guys. And obviously I no longer have my box, and I'd love to show you everything that comes with the Kenzie when you get her. But I'm just gonna let you know really quick that when you do get your very own Kenzie in your hands and in your home, you're obviously gonna get your Kenzie. You're gonna get this. This is something that you should not, I don't know, maybe other people don't think this is a big deal, but I do. Look how big the extension cord on this is. If you're doing something like hair removal and it's something that you have to be able to do consistently, it's very difficult to do it if you have to sit like attached to a wall, and it's just not a pleasant experience. But this cord is so long, so I'd plug it in my room and be able to take it to my bed and sit there and watch TV while I was doing my Kenzie treatment. So this, oddly enough, kind of a big plus to me. I don't know if you guys have ever had to buy a corded device with a tiny cord and you're just kind of like stuck to the wall like this. Not fun. It also has a quick start manual. It's really easy process, but you do have that there to fall back on. It also will include the skin tone chart, which you guys, I said this in my last video, and it's important to keep in mind because basically one of the main things IPL does is lighten the pigment of your hair. It will also do that with your skin. So definitely check out Kenzie's website to find out if Kenzie will work for you. But if you ever have any doubts, once you get the box, it will have a skincare or skin shade guide on there to kind of let you know who it's safe to use for and who it's really not recommended for. And your Kenzie also has a 12-month warranty, and you get a 90-day money-back guarantee. And 90 days and 12 weeks are about the same amount of time. So it's really ideal if in 90 days you're seeing nothing. You know, you always have the opportunity to send her back, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So the good thing about Kenzie's particular type of IPL is that it is broad spectrum, so it actually kind of goes across a larger area of your body, which is very helpful when you're doing something like your legs, for example. I mean, I got long legs, girl, so it's nice that I don't have to like be super hyper vigilant about making sure I hit every single solitary square inch of my legs, because the light does spread out so beautiful. It is non-radiating and completely safe and effective to use. So why you might want to consider something like IPL at home as opposed to other hair removal practices like waxing, which I'm going to get into in a minute, is because like with waxing, you're going to run into issues of pain, irritation. It's time consuming. And depending on what part of your body you're trying to remove the hair from or how much hair you need to remove, it could really, really add up over time with waxing. Again, with Kenzie, it's a one-stop purchase and you're done. You just have it forever to use for at least 10 years to help you maintain your hair removal process. It's definitely more effective than shaving. I feel like when I had to shave my legs, I literally think I had to do it every day. I was blowing through razors like Nutter Butters, and I don't like feeling hair on my legs, you guys. I hate it. I especially hate it when it's like freshly grown in and it's prickly and uncomfortable. I hate it. So that is a big reason something like this is ideal for me, because having to wait 12 weeks to see the full result sounds a lot, but you just have to understand that you only use this every time you shave. So it's not like you have to do it every day anyway, but 12 weeks are going to go by anyway. And wouldn't it be great at the end of the 12 weeks, like you really don't have to shave anymore, especially your legs if you hate leg hair like I do. So I went ahead and plugged Kenzie in. You can see this green flashing light right here. All you have to do is press this to turn Kenzie on. You can kind of hear kind of like a soft motor sound going on. This is your pulse button right here at the front. On freshly shaved skin, whatever area of your body you want to do, you have to put Kenzie along the skin and you're just going to run her. Can you see the lights? That's the IPL. And you will just do that on whatever area of your body you want to use it on, because Kenzie is actually safe to be used everywhere. Legs, underarms, chin, anywhere you want. And fun fact, I bet you guys didn't know this, IPL actually helps with hyperpigmentation. So if you wanted to use this on your face to help with hyperpigmentation issues, you absolutely could as well. It is perfectly safe to do so. So this is kind of like a 2-in-1 device. And then if you feel you want to adjust your intensity with your lights, you have this little bit right here that kind of shows you what level you are on, and you can adjust it with the green button back here that you use to turn it on with as well. Because I did this on my legs, that is the only place I can report on right now. I did find this to be very, very effective. And I think I started seeing like noticeable results where I was because really what's gonna happen is you're just gonna start noticing a longer period of time between shaves. You'll just kind of start to forget when the last time you shaved was. And I think that's when you start to get really motivated to continue with your treatment. I've only used this on my legs. That's all I can attest to. But I will say that I can't wait to start it on my underarms, because as much as I hate leg hair, underarm hair is number 2. So that will be the next area that I Kenzie. So thank you to Kenzie for sponsoring this video. And also you guys definitely make sure you check the down box below, right down here, for your discount code to use to get $50 off your very own Kenzie. Like I said, I highly recommend it. And while we are talking about hair care, or hair removal rather, I thought I would talk to you guys about another hair removal product or whatever that I've been using. And it's kind of funny, so bear with me, okay? So like I told you guys in the video, I use Kenzie only on my legs, but my bikini area, you know what I'm saying? I have not tried Kenzie. So I've been getting waxed and I actually get it all taken off, you know what I'm saying, when I get waxed. And until I went back to get my first waxing of 2021, I think I started getting back into it around February. It'd been years since I had done this. And I forgot a little bit how sensitive my girl can be to that sort of situation. And every time I would go get waxed, I felt a little bit not burning, but irritated, you know what I mean, as to be expected when you put hot wax on your lady bits. And I was talking to my waxer, and she was talking to me about how sometimes when people get waxed at this particular location, they get something called vajacial, which I thought was hilarious. Okay, you guys, I love skincare, self-care, beauty, all that stuff so much, but the vajacial was a first for me. I've heard of vajazzling, but a vajacial was a first. And she was telling me that it's like literally what you think, what it sounds like. You know, after you get a wax, they kind of give your girl a little bit of a facial, if you will. And the product line that they use is called Very V, or it's called the Perfect V. And she sold me this stuff. It's hilarious. Okay, you guys, I literally think at this point I have a cream or a goo or a powder or a solution to every square inch of my body's beauty woes. And this is the VV cream, Very V beauty cream for the V. It says it hydrates, smooths, and perfects. Now, My husband has been gone since last October, so no one has really been investigating this area enough to let me know if my V is particularly more hydrated, smoother, or more perfect. But I can tell you that this definitely helps with some of the issues that come along with waxing if you do this, particularly in your bikini or Brazilian area. So things like ingrown hairs, irritation. This has worked wonders for me. I will link information about this down below. I know it's kind of random, but since we're just talking about hair removal, this felt like a really good segue into the rest of the video. And like I said, I'm sure there's tons of other natural solutions to this. I tried a couple other kind of DIY remedies to help my problem, but honestly, just using this has helped a ton. So I really like this, and I wanted to make sure to share it with you guys. I'm gonna go in no particular order from now on, I guess. Speaking of updates, since we did update the Kenzie, let me update you on a couple of products that I talked about in my last body care favorites video, which I will link somewhere. I talked to you guys in the last one about the Hemp's Beauty Koa and Sweet Almond Smoothing Herbal Body Moisturizer. I also told you guys in that video that this is my first experience with hemp at all as a product line. I told you guys in the last video that I was loving this lotion and that it just was a staple, couldn't get enough of it. And this is my second bottle that is already down to here. I haven't even had it that long. This might be, in terms of all the body care lotions and moisturizers that I have, which I have a lot and I love them all, this might be the one that is just the OG love of my life, love of my body skin. I just think this is such a beautiful formula. It's very lightweight, so it's very good for summer, particularly during the daytime. It's not super sticky. It's got kind of a neutral scent that is nice but not overpowering, because when it comes to my body care, I like a little bit of a fragrance sometime with certain things, but I love perfume also. So I don't want like 50 different scents all competing with each other. And I find that is what this one is perfect for. Again, lightweight, hydrating, big favorite. That's an update for you. All right, this is really random. This is it's supposed to be a lotion, body lotion applicator. Sorry, I did change the head because I also use this to self-tan. I didn't want you guys to see my self-tan sponge, whatever these are called. I ordered this on Amazon for 2 reasons. Number one, like I said, my husband's not here, so when I have to self-tan, he's not here to help me out with that. And this actually works really well to apply self-tanner. You just put it on there and go to town. Bada bing, bada boom. Another reason I got it is to put lotion, pretty much anything on my back, because I don't know about you guys, all the skincare I do, body care I do, the front of me, my legs, my booty, my stomach, my lower back, getting all the benefits of it. But certain areas of my back aren't getting any love at all. And I used to suffer really bad with back knee. Notice that I said used to. It's all cleared up now. Yay. I wanted to be able to put some treatments I'm going to show you in a minute on my back to kind of help fade some of that hyperpigmentation that came along with a really bad bout of back knee. So if you guys are looking for something really random to spend your money on that is actually very helpful, this has kind of been a game changer for me. Here you go. Speaking of treatments that I was talking about, this is the Paula's Choice Skin Smoothing Retinol Body Treatment and the Pharmacy Honeymoon Glow Body 12% AHA BHA Resurfacing Serum with Honey and Prickly Pear. Do you see how like quick Paula's Choice was in and out with what we're doing here and how much information Pharmacy put on this package? Like I said, this is the Paula's Choice Skin Smoothing Retinol Body Treatment. I really wasn't paying attention to the label when I talked about this in a recent favorites video, so I just wanted to clarify something I said and come correct. So this is a treatment, and in my recent favorites video where I was kind of saying my pros and cons of this product, overall it is a pro. I love this product. One of the cons that I mentioned was how small the bottle was, but that's kind of because I was being an idiot and didn't read the bottle where it says treatment. I was treating it like a lotion. This is a treatment. So while I was not using this every day at all anyway, because one of the things that kind of solidifies for me whether or not a chemical exfoliant works on the body is how quickly it fades my self-tan. So I can't use this stuff all the time, but I can use this once and it kind of gets rid of the whole self-tan. So again, I want to take back what I said. This is perfectly fine for what it is in terms of size now that I know what it's meant to be, but just wanted to clear that up and say that I'm now trying a new one as well. This is newer. This is, again, the Honeymoon Glow Body. Pharmacy sent me their honey mask and the Honeymoon Glow serum, both which I like, and again, I'll talk about later. This is just kind of their version, if you will, of a exfoliating. Now, this is retinol, and this is AHA and BHA. They kind of do the same thing, but not really. Essentially, you're just looking at cell turnover and exfoliation. I've only used this twice so far, and I do really like it. So when I was talking about that little back applicator, I have been using these treatments on my back to help fade some of the hyperpigmentation that I was suffering from with my back knee, because I just get hyperpigmentation if I get a breakout, and it's been working. I can tell a huge difference. And if you're looking for some good body treatments, exfoliating bedding treatments, I think these are really dope. Side note, you guys, I went to Ulta yesterday, and there are so many body masks, body treatments. This stuff is about to hit a fever pitch, and I am here for it, my friend. Speaking of pharmacy, this is the Honey Butter Body Ultra Hydrating Body Cream, also from pharmacy. I ordered these at the same time because I needed to make a Sephora order anyways, and these just called out to me. I love this stuff as well. Again, I think in terms of all the other lotions I'm going to show you guys today, while I love them, if I only had to have one, it would be this. However, I do thoroughly enjoy this as well. This is more nighttime, really luxurious kind of vibe where, like I said, this is every day, any time of day situation. The only downside with both of these products, and it's really not a big deal, is the smell. They have, pharmacy, their honey products have this, it kind of smells like honey, like natural honey, but not in a good way. Like I would never get this and be like, the smell, I love it, but it gets the job done, so not too many complaints. It's just not something that I'm wearing in lieu of perfume. I have certain body butters that I wear just to kind of smell a little better. That's not what this is doing for me, but it is very hydrating and I do enjoy it. So I'm talking about some drugstore stuff. I recently picked up, I have several body washes, several shampoo and conditioner sets. Just leave me alone, okay? I'm just trying to live. I wanted to pick these up because I've been hearing good things about them, and I always have some kind of drugstore body washes and things like that hanging around because I do have high-end ones as well that I kind of save for like those special occasions, those bougie moments. And these two are really cool. This is the first one that I got. This is the Olay Cleansing and Nourishing B3 and Hyaluronic Acid. This is probably my new favorite body wash in the world. This is the second one I picked up. And first of all, I love the pump action because I'll have like a huge shower stall with a bench in it. So it's just really convenient not to have to dig through all of my stuff and drop things on the floor. The pump is nice. This is moisturizing, hydrating. I do really enjoy it. This is just a good staple. Kind of like these two are the most important staples in my routine, probably. Is that true? Yeah, just these two. If you're on a budget and you just want to find a good place to start with a nice body care routine, I would start here, but this is newer and I really like this as well. This is the Olay Cleansing and Renewing B3 plus retinol. Retinol is in everything. I've been seeing a lot of articles and kind of op-eds coming out talking about like, y'all need to chill with the retinol. And you do. You don't want to be using all retinol all the time, every day. It's not good for you. So again, this is just something as a part of my weekly body exfoliating kind of routine I use. This one will probably last me for like 6 months because I don't use it every day at all, but I love it. It's not super aggressive to the point that if you did want to use it every day, you could face irritation, but it does do a nice light exfoliating action, which gives you that glowy, soft, hydrated skin, and also make sure the rest of your body care products actually can penetrate and do what they need to do. So if you're in the market for some good drugstore, low priced kind of body care faves from me, these are up there. Also, speaking of low priced body care faves, this one's a little grubby looking because it's almost completely gone, and I need to get a new one tomorrow, so don't judge me. This is the Nivea In Shower Body Lotion 24-hour moisture plus cocoa butter. I've been experimenting with body moisturizers a lot. The most expensive one I have used is the Rose Argan from Fresh, and I love it. Don't get me wrong, but it is so expensive. And Lush, I feel like takes forever to deliver. True or false? Weeks every time. And the Lush store near me is a good 30 minutes away. So I don't always get to pop in there and pick up a new one. But this guy, first of all, significantly cheaper than the Lush one. Like, there's no comparison. But if I had to say, I think it works pretty good. I don't think it works as well as Rose Argan. I'm not even going to imply it's an exact dupe. But if you are looking for a really good in-shower moisturizer, which I love these things, this is such a good option. I've tried all the drugstore ones that are out there, Olay, Jergens, and Nivea now. If there's more, I'm not aware of it, but all the ones I can find I have tried. This is my favorite one. The Nivea Cocoa Butter In-Shower Body Lotion is my favorite one. Speaking of lotions, I wanted to give you guys an update on these two products. This is the L'Occitane Smoothing and Beautifying Milk Concentrate and the L'Occitane Smoothing, I don't know why I have to say it like that. Smoothing Skin, Supple Skin Oil, I don't know. Okay, second bottle of this, third tub of this. In fact, my third tub, this one that I'm on right now, I actually kind of took from my kid because, okay, during Christmas, we were at Green Hills in Nashville and they have a L'Occitane store in there. And I took her in there because I wanted to buy another, I actually bought the refill, not the whole container, but I bought a refill of my almond oil and some hair cream. And she was just kind of curious, wanted too, so I bought her very own L'Occitane Smoothing and Beautifying Milk Concentrate, right? This is like a $50 body lotion. Who buys a 15-year-old that? I don't know. I'm an idiot. Don't judge me. But what I will tell you is I bought her that in December and I went into her room in like May and it was still completely full. So I was like, baby girl, mama's going to take this one for herself. I'm sorry for that, but that's just the way it is. I'm sorry. You don't use it, you lose it. She didn't mind. Okay, no bad blood. But I just wanted to let you guys know that because when I first talked about this, I think the product was kind of newer to me, but here we are several months and several tubs later, still obsessed with it. Again, I don't think I would necessarily pick it over this one because it's so expensive, but I can't live without it. Same thing with this. I have said this before, I said it in my last video, and the fact that I ran out of a whole bottle, there was a time period that lapsed before I repurchased it. I got it back in my life, and I think that's when you can really tell how a product works, is when you kind of like step away from it and then come back, and you're like, oh my gosh, what was I thinking? Where have you been? That's the moment I had with this. This right here, this to me works better in terms of moisturizing the skin than pretty much anything else I have all combined. Like sometimes when I'm really trying to do a super hydrating body situation, I can layer like a couple of a body serum, then a body lotion, then like a body butter on top of it, and then maybe an oil. It just depends. I've done it before. Don't come for me. It's not unheard of. But truthfully, I could just use this and get the same level of hydration and glowy, soft, beautiful, such beautiful skin with this. Again, ridiculously expensive. I think this is the most expensive, is it true? Might be the most expensive body care product I own. I don't know how to quit you. I just love it, okay? Don't judge me. But I did recently pick up the shower oil. I'm a little confused about this, you guys. Haven't had it very long, and I feel like I'm plowing through it as it pertains to like a body wash. I mean, I take like 2 showers a day, so I guess that's not unheard of. But I don't know if I'm using it right. I've seen several people use this like a literal shower oil, like something they put on their skin similar to a body oil. I've seen people use this as a body wash, like they actually get a little bit of a lather out of it. I can only get a lather if I use a crap ton of it, which feels wasteful. I do know that when I use it, whatever way I end up using it, my skin feels amazing. It's just that I think I need to do a little bit of research and figure out the best way to use it because it's not cheap at all. None of this L'Occitane stuff is cheap, but I am hooked, line, and sinkered into it. Let me tell you what. So if you guys have ever tried this and you have like tips, tricks, fun facts or something on how to use this, please let me know. Okay, I don't think I mentioned this in my last body care favorites video. I know I talked about it in a favorites video, and I know I put it on Instagram stories. Side note, you guys, I got on Instagram the other day, like on the grid. I haven't posted on the grid since like June 2nd. I just don't care about the grid. Does anybody else care about the grid? I'm just all about the stories now. So anyway, all that being said, this is the First Aid Beauty KP Bump Eraser Body Scrub with 10% AHA for sensitive skin. I am on my second bottle of this. I actually just picked up this one yesterday at Ulta because I ran out. This is great. It's meant for people who have keratosis pilaris, which is kind of unkindly nicknamed chicken skin, just like bumps on parts of the body. I don't really have that, but my elbows, my knees get really dry. And when you self-tan, it clings to it like a mother. So it's just a little easier for me to definitely have a nice scrub for that area. I don't just use it there. I love to use it on my legs. And I really like to use it areas that I have stretch marks, which I'm not the type of person who is really bothered by my stretch marks. I could care less. Like, our bodies are going to show wear and tear, especially if you do things like have children and gain and lose weight all the time. But this is really, really good. In terms of, you know, things like the Tree Hut sugar scrubs and things like that, I do have them around. I just kind of feel like they don't work as well. Not to mention all those types of scrubs that are in like tubs, your bath water or shower water gets in them and then they get ruined. This packaging is a lot more shower friendly, if you ask me. And again, there's just nothing quite like the exfoliation that you get with this, particularly on those rougher areas. And if you're struggling with KP and you're sick of it, this would be a good place to start. They do have a body lotion now as well. I almost picked it up, almost. I should have actually. Upon further inspection, I'm kind of regretting that I didn't, but I'm okay with just this for now. So this is my personal favorite body scrub I've ever used. I think I'm gonna do 2 fragrances and then we're done. This is the Brazilian Crush Body Fragrance Mist. I told you guys in a recent video I was considering picking this up, and obviously I did, and obviously I've been enjoying it. I don't really buy body mists or body splashes very often, but if I do, there's something I intend to wear again around the house. And I know it might seem like I am very concerned with that, but you guys, I work from home. I work from home. I'm a mom. I got a husband. Like, I'm home a lot. So if I only bust out my nice stuff and only try to smell good or look good when I leave the house, I'll never do it. So I wear body mists around the house. Like, almost every time I go in my bathroom, without fail, wash my hands, pee, whatever, I'll kind of walk past my little cabinet in there and be like, and I have a couple that I really love. It's just, I don't know, I love it, okay? It might be a placebo effect, doesn't really matter. And this smell in particular, as I said before, is one of my favorites because I keep buying everything Sol de Janeiro makes because it's so good. Do they have a candle? You guys, they got a candle? Like, I will light it up in this piece. Anyway, I love this stuff. If you are considering picking it up, if you just want the Brazilian boom boom smell without the boom boom cream on the go, I keep this in my gym bag. That's where it's been most of the time. I just love this. Like, such a good body mist. This is the replica. I think this is like the 5th time I've talked about it, but I've been wearing it all spring and summer, and it's really got me wanting to find more perfumes like this. This is the replica Lazy Sunday Morning. It says that it smells like soft skin and bed linen. I disagree with this wholly. This smells like fresh flowers. Like this, I said this when I first unboxed this in a Sephora haul. I'm trying to help out my ASMR friends. This stuff is like what perfume should smell like to me. I've said this many times. In fact, the very first mean comment I ever got on YouTube where someone was just like super disgruntled for no reason was in a Sephora haul video I did a long time ago. And I had some perfume and I was like, perfume is expensive and I want it to smell expensive. And this person got like morally offended by that. But I freaking mean it. Perfume is expensive. This is essentially really expensive water and it needs to smell that way. So things that smell, again, like I told you, I'm not above a body splash, obviously, but a body splash is where you can give me the fruity or the sweet, right? I don't mind that. I don't like it in my perfume. The only fruity perfume I have ever smelled in my life that I liked was called Cherries in the Air by Escada. They released it in 2013 and they won't bring it back. I like fresh, feminine, very feminine. Until I like masculine. I like masculine scents too, but that's still with the fresh thing. Girly, womanly, floral, grown woman kind of smells. Like, I love that. So my perfume collection is not huge at all because I'm so picky about it. This is exactly what I'm looking for. If you like Issey Miyake, I don't remember which one. There is a Miss Issey Miyake that's very floral and beautiful as well. You'll probably like this one also. It's just stunning. It's difficult to describe fragrance on YouTube. I actually, hats off to fragrance YouTubers. I don't know how, you must have like the most beautifully descriptive vocabulary in the world to be able to convey to other people what something smells like and to encourage them to test it out. But if you guys have never smelled this, do so. The other replica fragrance that I really like so far is called Sailing Day, and they have come out with a few more scents, but for a long time I couldn't even go in there and smell around. But I think I'm going to give myself a perfume date sometime soon, and I'm going to go shopping for perfume. I don't care if it takes all day. I just want another beautiful fragrance, something like this. It's so beautiful. And also, as weird as this sounds, I can't remember when the last time I brought this up was. I feel like I have said this recently. So I'm sorry if I sound repetitive. But this is probably my favorite part of my beauty routine. And it's not even technically part of it. Like all the primping and polishing and shellacking and pampering and manicuring and curating I do to my physical appearance. And this is my favorite. Mostly because it's like the last step when I get ready. It's like once I put perfume on, we're walking out the door and I'm finally done. But also it just feels so luxurious to me. It just feels so special. Fragrance is special to me, okay? I love home fragrance. I love all that. So this just, I don't know. It's a self-care video. Wanted to share my new favorite, just so you know. And if you have recommendations, you guys, you heard what I had to say. Very particular. Please let me know. All right, guys, that is the end of this video. As always, thank you to the patrons. And of course, thank you to Kenzie, because I have really enjoyed partnering up with them on these self-care videos. And more importantly, my legs have enjoyed having a Kenzie. So if you guys are interested, again, check the down bar for links to all information about that. What are your current favorite self-care, body care, glowy goddess must-haves? Have you tried any of the ones I've recommended to you before? And what do you think? Many questions. But other than that, I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.